We've been following breaking news. A federal judge has tossed out 10 of Blake Lively's 13 claims against Justin Baldoni. They include harassment, defamation, and conspiracy. But he allowed the remaining claims to proceed to trial. So we want to bring in legal analyst Royal Oakes. Thank you for joining us. Royal, this is a case that centers around the movie It Ends With Us. What does today's decision mean for both of these parties?
Well, Kathy and Colleen, here's the context. Blake Lively was involved in the movie, and she claimed she was sexually harassed by her co-star and director, Justin Baldoni. So she complains about this. She says that he then retaliated against her, put a big PR machine to work to destroy her reputation. So she sued. He for defamation. The judge a year ago tossed out his countersuit. So what's left going to trial maybe in May is her suit, but now it's shrunk because the judge said, well, you can't sue for sexual harassment. Only employees get to do that, and you weren't an employee. She may try to amend the complaint, or she may say, fine, we're going to go to trial in May on the remaining counts.
Well, I was interested in that because the judge did claim it couldn't proceed with Lively being claimed as an employee instead of a, independent contractor. What does that mean in the law?
Well, basically, if you're an employee, that means you're under the thumb of the boss. You do what the boss wants, when the boss wants you to do it, in the way the boss wants you to do it. If you're an independent contractor, you're like a plumber who's coming in. You're not an employee. You don't work for this house all the time. You're doing it time, place, and manner as you want to do it because you're an independent contractor. And the law generally says that's what an actor is like, not an employee. So it's a technical, weird thing, but it actually prevents somebody from Blake Lively from being able to sue a bad guy who sexually harassed her because she was not an employee, but she can still win millions in terms of retaliation. Now, do they want to go to trial with all the horrible publicity? This is in federal court, Kathy, so no cameras. So they may be incentivized to say, let's roll the dice. Nobody's going to see us squirming uncomfortably in federal court because they won't allow cameras.
Yeah, I was just looking at what they could go forward with. As you said, retaliation and breach of contract. So does this have legs? Should they go forward with this?
Well, they shouldn't, in the sense that people don't really like to see their favorites, their stars embroiled in messy court fights. Obviously, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp got into it, and he probably came out the winner there, both in court and in terms of public opinion. But in general, celebrities like this, they're allergic to this kind of attention. Unless you just have some emotional desire to take somebody to trial and crush them, they're probably going to enter into some serious settlement discussions, and somebody will write a check and it'll all go away before the May trial.
All right, Royal Oakes, thank you so much.
You bet.